Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for coming back for another video. To those of you who have already subscribed and are watching and liking my content, thank you so much. A big shout out to everyone who's come back for another video. I just saw my girl Lucy commented. Haven't seen her in a long time, but I just want to give a quick shout out to Lucy. Miss you, girl. Thanks for watching. But anyways, to all of you who haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, make sure to join the Dallas's Makeup family, and yeah, let me know what you want to see in the next video. Like I said, I have been trying to get more, suggestions from you all because, I am a creative person, but I do really get a lot of my inspiration from other people, and I can't say that it's really easy for me to just come up with an idea. It takes me a long time. Like it depends on certain things. Like I can come up with an idea for like a party or a theme, and I'm really good at that kind of stuff. But for like makeup, I'm always like, what do you want to see? What do you want? Have you seen anything? I am that type of person. I thrive off of more concept based stuff. So that's why I'm asking you all what you want to see. And I just want to share some of my creative side with y'all. So in today's video, I'm going to do a get ready with me. And I do want to thank my niece Paola for suggesting this. I posted on my Instagram and I asked you all what you wanted to see, and she suggested I do a get ready with me. So Paola, I love you. Titi loves you. My niece Paola is 16 years old. She's sweet 16. She's doing her thing. She's, in school, creative, beautiful, intelligent. She's just amazing. And, I gotta stay young, y'all. I gotta listen to what the young girls are saying because they'll keep you young. They will keep you young. But anyways, love you. Thank you so much for suggesting this. And also I want to thank my girl Manderly for suggesting to do a rave look, because for all my ravers out there, for all my EDM lovers, PLUR, I got you. I wanted to do a look for you all. So this is somewhat of a get ready with me with a PLUR EDM rave look inspiration. So thank you to Paola and Manderly for suggesting this. So today I'm going to be talking about the Revolve festival that went on during Coachella that is making headlines for being like Fire 2.0, Fire Festival 2.0. So if you haven't heard of Fire Festival 2.0, look it up. It's on Netflix. I haven't watched the documentary, but I've heard about the situation and it sounded insane. Or maybe I did watch it. I don't know. I saw so much stuff during COVID. It's crazy. But before we get started, I already washed my face. I'm going to go ahead and get it prepped with the Kandaka Safia Acne Hydrating Moisturizer. And y'all, so Fire Festival was a festival. I think it happened before COVID, if I'm not mistaken. But essentially it went viral because the organizers of the festival and the people promoting it, they were selling these tickets for this festival, making tons of money. They invited all these influencers and everything like that. And essentially it was chaos. Next, I'm going to use a Forever Young serum, which I love, by Kanaka Safia. Yeah, so this Fire Festival turned out to be chaotic, right? And rightfully so. Some people, sued, and the entire festival, was a sham. But I can't remember. I mean, like I said, I don't actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think that I watched the documentary. But people were essentially scammed. They didn't get anything they said they were going to get. The people were like offered, all these meals and these meal packages and drink packages, and they like got, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and all this crazy stuff. So it went crazy, like it went viral because the organizers didn't live up to what they promised. They were going to deliver all these influencers and all these people who paid all this money to attend. And, just kind of living through the age of the Travis Scott festival and all this other chaos. Revolve recently apparently had a situation where they had some slight chaos at their event, right? And if you don't know who Revolve is, first of all, Revolve is like my favorite boutique. Now, granted, I can only afford half of the stuff that's on there, not even. But like, I just love going on Revolve. You can get anything. You can get like makeup, you know, skincare. You can get clothes, shoes, you name it, they have it. And it's just like my favorite. And they're solely available online. I think they've had some pop ups here and there, but you know, I just love the brand. But anyways, so they had their Coachella event and it went viral because some of the people who attended said that essentially they had to get on these buses. I'm going to start today's look with the Violet Voss palette, and I'm actually going to start the lilac-y color here on the bottom corner. I'm going to start with that color first. Think about it. It's Coachella weekend. Everybody is there. You know, they have all these after parties, and, you know, I'm not really sure how it goes with these influencers, how they get invited and stuff, but I'm assuming your notoriety, right? Like how well you're known. And I'm pretty sure, you know, the people who were waiting around were maybe not as well known influencers, but essentially they had to use Revolve's buses to get to the actual location, which is like in the desert somewhere in, you know, Joshua Tree or like California somewhere, which if you've been to California, you know how hot it can get over there. And I was just in Las Vegas and I literally went on the strip for a couple hours and I was literally dying. I felt like I was dying. I had no hat on and luckily I had access to like water and things like that, but it was really, really bad. I'm going to start by putting this color on my lid. And I actually did a look similar to this one recently. It's not the same. It's actually going to be very different, but I use the same color and I love this color so much. So I'm just going to coat the lid. If you notice, I'm just literally coating it. And you know me, I always say start as close to the lash line as possible because you want that eyeshadow to look like it's coming from your actual lash line. You see that? And then I'm blending up. So blend up. And I like smoky eyes because you can kind of be a little messy with it and it still ends up looking good. So there you go. There you go. California, the desert, it can be very, very excruciatingly hot. Okay. Now, like I said, and this is again, I'm quoting from like the article, and actually I'm not quoting, so you know. I remember reading that these influencers, based off of their accounts, they have to get on the shuttle bus and they are escorted on these shuttle buses to the main location at Revolve. Okay. And I'm pretty sure based off of like how well known you are, you don't have to go through this process. They probably like don't put you on a shuttle bus. They probably put you on like these taxis or private taxis or something like that. But you know, probably the less well known influencers like myself are put on these, you know, other buses and they're charted over to the location. Now, apparently, when these people were leaving the event, they were essentially stranded because, from what they're saying, they were essentially stranded because they had to wait under the sun in line for hours to get to the location and to come back, which I was a little confused. And I'm like, so wait, are they waiting under the sun to get on the bus to get to the festival too? I didn't get it. So, but regardless, they were under the sun. They said they didn't have any water. They, you know, were waiting. They didn't have any water. They didn't have anything for them. And that it was basically chaos. And this is my problem with the internet. So many problems with the internet. So first of all, I think that some people will hop on to a situation and cause outrage and use situations or previous events to compare a current issue that has absolutely nothing to do with the current event. Like, based off of what it sounded like, yes, maybe there was an issue with the planning and things like that of the event. Maybe they didn't have as many buses as they thought they needed, and they had to, for safety reasons, only have people out for certain amounts of times. But I don't know what the water situation is. I don't know why they wouldn't have water for people waiting. I think they should, for various reasons, but because you're under the freaking sun in the desert. But with regards to like them comparing it to Fire Festival, I think it's a little extreme. And I think that's one thing I hate about the internet, like, and people on the internet. Like, all right, so my whole lid is coated, and now I'm gonna use this pigment by MAC Cosmetics. It's called Neo Orange, and I'm going to, me, I love using a little bit of this Makeup Forever Aqua Seal, but basically I'm gonna turn it into a liquid eyeliner. Ooh, this thing is really neon. So I've already poured some of the powder into, or the pigment into here, and I am going to put the Aqua Seal in it to make it thicker. I'm going to do my eyeliner with this, and I'm gonna do like a wing liner, because wings are amazing. Wings are amazing. Wings are amazing. All right, so basically I'm just gonna start at the end here. Oops, I totally messed that up. It's okay, make it thicker. But anyways, that's one thing I think is like a problem with the internet. Like, they literally want to compare apples to oranges just to add fuel to the fire, and it caused like outrage. It's like internet hysteria, it's just like a real thing. It's like exhausting. So, all right. So this is what it looks like so far. And bear with me, it's going to come together. But yeah, so yeah, I thought that was really weird that they compared it to Fire Festival. Like, if you read what happened, yeah, it sounds similar and certain ways. Yeah, there were some components that were similar in the sense that people were in distress in certain situations and things like that, and I'm not taking away from that, but like, to literally compare it to Fire 2.0 and then to really inflate the situation really annoys the crap out of me. Like, people are just so ready to cancel anything and anybody. They'll just say whatever on the internet just to make a point and show out and really get attention, if you think about it. So next, I am going to add some of this Danessa Merrick's onto my lid. I'm actually going to add it into right here in this little area right here at the front. I want to add some brightness, and I'm going to use the green one that I bought just to kind of make it look kind of mermaidy. And I'm using kind of mermaidy. And I'm going to put it like right in this area here. So kind of like that. You see how it looks like just goes into the crease. So yeah, so these people were going in on Revolve like so outraged. Like, they're outraged. I mean, there's certain things I feel like that you should be outraged about, just like you're mad about, but these people literally seem like they're sharing the outrage that the people were in that experience had. And I'm like, but not in a good way, not showing empathy and things like that. It's almost like toxic, in a toxic way, almost to like make Revolve look so bad. Like, you all are irresponsible. We're gonna make you pay through our like internet attacks. Like, it's just so corny, you know? And I'm just like, that's one thing about the internet that I hate. Like, and just people in general. Like, they'll hop on the bandwagon for any old thing nowadays. Like, and so they'll be outraged for one thing one day. It'll last about 2.5 seconds. And then they'll be outraged about something else. 2 days later, be in somebody's DMs outraged, quote unquote outraged. And nothing ever really gets done. Like, because people are just so wishy-washy about where they share, like how they share their attention, like where they share their attention. It's like, it's so insincere, you know? Look at that. This looks so good under lights. Like, but yeah, they'll just be outraged, surface level outrage. And I'm just like, what the heck is wrong with y'all? You know? And again, I don't want this to be like, because Revolve is my favorite, like one of my favorite boutiques. And I don't want it to make it seem like they weren't wrong or irresponsible for not planning. Like, I feel like these days you just have to over plan, you know, especially with social media and how so many things are shared, and, you know, everything goes viral in 2 seconds, right? So it's like you have to over prepare. And then if you have too much stuff or anything, like, you know, have a backup plan. If we have too many bottles of water, you know, are we going to donate this, or are we going to use this for a different event? Or, you know, if we don't use some of the transportation, maybe we can make a partnership with some other influencers or another party that's going on and share our buses, right? Collaboration with the company, like a backup plan. But, you know, so I don't want to make it seem like I'm not sharing the experience of the influencers that went through that chaos. But at the same time, there was reportedly people there that were saying like, I deserve to be on the shuttle bus because I have more followers, or I'm more important, or this is not. And that's the type of people that were there. Not saying that they deserve any type of harm or anything, or maybe they do. No, I'm just joking. But like, seriously, people are in distress, and you're saying that you deserve to be on the bus first because you're better, because you have more followers, because you what? Like, come on now. I mean, at some point, somebody has to like be the bigger person and be like, you know, clearly this seems like a cool party, but this person needs to get into air conditioning. You know what I mean? Like, I'll give up my spot. Like, I'll go to a different party, or I'll see if I can go to somewhere else. You know, it's not worth my life to get to this party with, you know, tons of people who are important and great. You know, that's great. But at the same time, you have to think about the bigger picture. All right, so this is the look so far, and clearly I'm not done, but I am gonna go ahead and pop my mascara on. And I'm gonna add lashes to this look too, but you know, right now I'm just gonna do my lashes, and I'm using my Pat McGrath Layups mascara, my favorite, you know, it's my favorite. And I'm gonna coat the top first because I had some of this orange on it. So just coated that with black. And honestly, you could just leave with this. You can leave this look without lashes, but I'm gonna add lashes to it. And if you guys want me to do another sort of like fun festival rave look, maybe like a more simple one. I know the girls are using less color nowadays, but when you're at a rave, it's about standing out. It's about being colorful. It's about, you know, having a good time. And, you know, typically there's a, you know, a black light there. So anything that makes your makeup stand out, I'm there for it. All right, and I am going to go ahead and put my foundation on. And I guess I'll do that on camera. I haven't done that in a while. But yeah, so like I was saying, you know, people were just outraged, and I just have a problem with this, you know, culture of, oh, we're gonna be outraged every 2 seconds. You know, even if it's something that can happen to anybody, like mistakes can happen, you know? It's about how they fix them and how they address them. I think they addressed it pretty well. Obviously, I do think that they need to do better, and it, you know, they should be held accountable, but, you know, I don't think that it was at the same level as the Travis Scott situation or the situation with Fire. It was just insane. But yeah, like, what do you all think? Like, I'm just curious, like, how do y'all feel about just the internet in general? Like, with when it comes to outrage and things like that, do y'all feel like it's warranted? Do you think it's worth it? Do you think that it's healthy, the type of communication that goes on the internet? For me, it's very toxic, and it's just like something that's really kept me away from the internet. I used to indulge in that type of stuff a lot. I used to be one of those people, but now I don't. Like, Fenty, Skin Glass, mix it all together, and yeah, so I'm gonna use a little bit of that, a little bit of this, mix it all together, and do my foundation. Actually, no, I'm gonna do it offline. I'll BRB. All right, so my foundation is on. I'm going to go ahead and already put my concealer, just kind of doing my thing, and I'm gonna go ahead and erase some of this forehead. And lately online, I've been seeing the girls put their foundation or their, what is this, contour higher up, and I'm actually feeling it. I kind of like it. You know, I kind of like the snatched look. I also like to erase my face because I feel like I have a big face. So I kind of take it down some, but you do what's best for your face. You can start higher up your cheeks and it gives it more of a snatched look, but me, I like to kind of erase. And I'm going to try something new on my nose contour because I've been seeing this contour that I like, and I'm like, I'm gonna try it today. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I feel like the internet is so toxic. I just hate it. I've had to literally get off the internet because, I mean, it's kind of hard to cut back on such a big part of your life, you know? Like, I know it sounds weird, but like, I come from the generation that literally started social media. Like, we're the first wave of social media users, you know, people who are my age most likely don't know what life feels like before social media. Even if you're an older person and you've been on Facebook for a few years, at least you lived your adulthood and maybe young adulthood without the internet. So you kind of know what life is like without it. And as sad as that sounds, like, I feel like we don't really know what it's like unless you purposefully stay off of social media. Like, my sister doesn't have social media, and I'm like, what the heck? You're a weirdo. But, you know, at the same time, it's like, no, we're weirdos because we really don't know how to live without it, you know? So I'm just contouring, and I'm gonna blend this out because it's a little heavy, but it's okay. I kind of want to keep it like that. And I like to erase my forehead a lot, as you can probably tell from previous videos. All right. So yeah. So basically what I'm trying to say is the internet is crazy and people are crazy and they're outraged over the craziest things that have nothing to do with them. I mean, there's actual things that we should be outraged about, you know? Like the fact that so many kids in America can't read. Like, seriously, that should outrage you. Ooh, it's looking nice. See, it looks good even without lashes. But I'm gonna pop some lashes on. Okay, so I'm gonna try this look that the girls have been doing online. And it's like, you know, I like the kind of chipmunk look on my nose, so I'm gonna try to do that. But they basically do this. I don't know if this is gonna work my nose, but basically take it and then they do this. That already looks kind of big. And then they do this. I kind of did it wrong, but it's okay. I'm gonna try it. Here it goes. This looks weird. All right, so I kind of blended it down. It looks okay. It looks okay. I kind of took it down a little bit more from here because I didn't really like how like pointy my nose looked. I feel like my nose is kind of naturally pointy, so I'm like, no. Oh, someone's staring at me from outside. It's peeping Tom. Just joking. No one's staring at me. But anyways, okay. So almost done with this look. So you got this situation going on here. Okay, very, very light, very bright. So I want to use this silvery stuff. So I just realized I wasn't recording. It literally stopped recording on me. That's why I always have to look at the numbers. But anyways, what I did off camera, I just in here added some of this Bad Gal Riri Balm. What is this called? The Roland Dice Liquid Diamond Balm, which I love. Yeah, so I'm going to use the Iconic London Brow Set. And this actually is called the Brow Silk, I'm sorry. And this stuff, you just essentially wet it. It comes like this. It has this little wax on it, and you just essentially wet it. And I just like to wet it with, I like to wet the brush first, like that. And with any setting spray or, you know, makeup spray, and you just pick it up with this. And then, yeah. I'm just gonna brush that through my brows. Not really putting any product in my brows this time. You could also do like the whole boy brow, when you just kind of like spike it up like that if you want to, but I don't really like that look on me, so. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop my lashes off camera, do my blush, and I'll show you all the final look. All right, y'all. So this is the look with the lashes on. I'm actually, let me put some mascara at the bottom because you all know I love mascara at the bottom. So I'm actually gonna mix the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream Istanbul with the Milani Nude Shimmer, and I'm gonna just put that all over my lip. I'm gonna try to do it to where it looks like overdrawn a little bit. But like more of a stain. Actually, this is not what I want. Didn't like that. I mean, that was pretty, but I don't want it to be too pink on my lips. You can do that if you want to, but that's not what I want for this look. So I'm gonna go with a softer shade. This is the gloss. This is the Butter Gloss by NYX, and this is Tiramisu. So it's just like that light kind of pink. It smells so good. Huh? I want to eat this gloss. It smells like caramel. I literally want to eat it. See, now the focus is more on the eyes. Look how pretty that is. You see that? I know you see it. I know you see it. And do I want to add this on top now? This is going to change the look. Let me try it. I can take it off if I don't like it. That's pretty. Okay, okay. All right, so this is the final look. And by the way, for the blush, I actually used the Salazi Bahamas blush palette, which I actually won in a competition, in one of those like online competitions. Thanks, Salazi. And I used the color Tropic. This is the Bahamas blush palette, and I love it. I don't know if they still sell it, but I love it. And then I put some Fenty, the balm, the diamond balm. This is the powder one. So this one, I'm so embarrassed. This one is like all crumbled up. Yeah, I'm gonna use it all though, because literally it broke right when I first got it. But anyways, what do you think? Should I get a new one? Should I just keep that one, use it up? What do you think? Put it in the comment section. And also put a vote on my Instagram. So if you watch this, you'll let me know. But anyways, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do my hair real quick, and then I'll be back for the final look. Yeah. All right, y'all. This is the final look. I ended up just putting some product in my hair and calling it a day, just changing my top because I gotta take pictures before the sun goes down. So yeah, so let me know what you all think of the look. Let me know what you want to see next. I'm so excited to hear from you all. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That's so hard for me to say for some reason. But anyways, don't forget to do it, and follow me on Instagram if you don't already. It's Dallas Does Makeup. The link is in the description box, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.